on the Yingling guest hotline, which, as I mentioned, 197 years young. 6 generations family owned and operated. Yingling, the oldest brewery in America and now in Wisconsin. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. It is Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike. Hi, Evan.
Oh,
Thank
video.
You.
Wow, look at this guy. Oh,
yeah.
How are you guys? Spray tan. Look at how good you look, old spray tanner.
No spray tan. I've never been spray tan in my life.
Just embrace it, man. It's all right.
I love the framed diploma from the University of Wisconsin. I have that same frame. All right.
Mine
You're
says
Mr.
Jason
Heat.
Also, as a matter of fact. It's weird, yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
You are Mr. Heat when it comes to us. Give us the Heat perspective on this and give us the national perspective on this from your perspective.
Yeah, so a couple of things. First of all, let me just say, as somebody that spent a lot of time in the state of Wisconsin, going to UW-Madison, as you mentioned, I think Giannis just deserves, and the Bucks together, their partnership deserves a celebration and a thank you today. 13 years in the books. The Milwaukee Bucks were at times relevant-ish when I was in college, nowhere near to the extent they've been over the last decade plus. We have an entirely new downtown district for people to have jobs and make money in Milwaukee because of Giannis, because of their partnership. It was as profitable in terms of winning as well as finances as any partnership we have seen in the last 20 to 30 years in the state of Wisconsin. I'm not suggesting he's Barry Alvarez in terms of the iconic nature of the forever relationship with no hiccups, really. But he is going to be a forever member of this community after this mini hiccup right now. So I think Bucks fans today and Giannis fans should first of all thank everyone involved for this unbelievable 13-year partnership. That's number one. Number two, I cannot believe he's a member of the Miami Heat. I'm still stunned. I'm still stunned. And here's why. Every piece of information that I got throughout this process led me to believe it was not going to be Miami. Because if they didn't make the deal then, why would they make the deal now? And then when I heard Jaylen Brown was involved, at that point I said, all right, it's over. It's over. There's no way Miami can compete with that because even if Milwaukee's not going to keep Jaylen Brown, what they could then get by having Jaylen Brown would be enormous. I do not understand how the Heat pulled this off. Thank you to the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't know why the Bucks did this deal. I don't get it.
Draft picks, young players. They didn't want to probably pay Brown. I know he had 3 years left on his deal, but if they had known how much they could get with Jaylen Brown, maybe they would have known. It must be the young players, and I think who's the guy, I can't pronounce his name, that Miami didn't want to Valanciunas?
No, Kasparas Jasikonis.
Valanciunas.
Yeah, so he has a chance to be really good. He's bulked up a bunch in terms of muscle. He came in skinny. But here's the thing. As you guys know, like the Heat run things differently. Like their physical conditioning program is different than everyone else's. So you hope that would continue, obviously, in Milwaukee. Yeah, they got young players. Jasikonis is good. Jaime Jaquez, I absolutely love, and he plays harder than anyone you could imagine. I'll give you a little note, by the way, on Jaquez. Jaquez in year one was very good. Year two was a disaster. Year three was unreal. Now, why was that? They ran an offensive system put in by this guy, an advisor for them, a guy by the name of Noah LaRoche. Why is that important? Why the hell would anyone care about that?
That's a really good question because I don't know.
Because Noah LaRoche previously was with the Memphis Grizzlies and Taylor Jenkins, and that offensive system one that Ja Morant did not like, but it's an attack, and then kick. No screens, no pick and rolls. Attack, go crazy, right? And that's what Jaquez is really good at. Now, I don't know if Taylor Jenkins is going to continue to use that. And then Khalil Ware, the legit 7'1" center, is physically and game-wise the only player in the NBA that would resemble 1 ounce of Wemby. He's 1 ounce of him, but he's the only player in the NBA that is as big and would have 1 ounce of the ability of Wemby. They got really good players back. I'm not doubting that. Okay? What I don't understand is why you didn't take the 2 first. Can I give you what I would have done?
Sure.
This is what I would.
I could predict what you're going to say, too, I bet.
Well, because I've told you. I haven't told the entire audience. Will you stop?
I'm not talking. Just go ahead. No, come on.
Well, you said I could have told you. I didn't even say it yet.
Hey, we're not fighting today. Let's go. No fight.
You just started a fight. Even Jason would agree with me on this.
I would. Yes, I would. Yeah.
Okay. What I would have done, if I feel like, hey, you know what? I'm not getting this no-brainer return. I'm not getting, like, 3 guys that are going to be Hall of Famers but are in year 1 or 2. I mean, maybe these guys could be all-stars. What I would have done is I would have made the Jaylen Brown deal. And then I would have had 2 first-rounders from the Celtics, okay? Then I would have called a team like San Antonio. And I would have said to them, I'll make your life easier for you. What do you mean? Well, everyone saw in the finals De'Aaron Fox was a disaster for you. And you need to play this young man, Dylan Harper. We want him. What? You want De'Aaron Fox? Yep. And we want a pick to take De'Aaron Fox off your hands. And then when we give you Jaylen Brown, we want 3 picks for Jaylen Brown. We're going to do the Goff Stafford trade. So we're going to get 4 first-rounders from you. Okay? So now I'm up to 6 first-rounders, and I have an all-star point guard. Then
and Ken Griffey Jr.
Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to call Philadelphia, and I'm going to say, guess what?
Why is it never sunny there?
We want the worst contract in the entire NBA. We
Embiid.
want Joel Embiid. You do? Yep. And we're going to give you Miles Turner and Kyle Kuzma or Portis, however you want to, AJ Green, however you want to do the deal. And you're going to give us a pick or 2 to take them. Maybe it's only 1 because you're going to say, hey, we still have to pay Miles Turner. Okay, fine. Guess what I now have? I have an MVP center. At one point, I have an all-star point guard. And when I don't have my picks, I now have 6 or 7 additional first-rounders, and I'm better right now. That's what I would have done. Now, they still could do this. They still could do things like this. They should be – the Lakers, I'm sure, are on the phone with the Milwaukee Bucks right now saying, what can we give you for Ware? Because Ware would be not good, great with Luka. So you may get another first-rounder tonight if you're willing to flip him. Maybe Detroit's telling you, hey, we want a first-rounder for Tyler. You know, Tyler Hero, Milwaukee's own. I don't think you should trade Jaquez, and I don't think you should trade Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jaquez specifically because, to me, he's the guy that you're just like, oh, we got to play harder because he's playing harder. Like, oh, he's going to bother people in practice because of how hard he plays. I just think – I don't know what their strategy is. Like, what's the strategy? And by the way, with my whole thing, you still have your lottery pick tonight. Jason is so taken aback by this.
Evan, what do you mean you don't know what the strategy is? You know what the strategy is.
My strategy is so much better.
Well, yeah, but that's all maybes. It's one thing when you think you can pull something off.
Tausch, subtract a pick from every scenario. So instead of San Antonio giving you 4, they give you 3. Instead of Philly giving you 2, they give you 1. Okay? So now I'm at 4 plus the 2 Boston gave me.
Those are late picks. Boston are late picks. They're going to be later. Like that's. Okay. I understand what you're saying. Guess what?
San Antonio has Sacramento's pick in 2031.
2031 is like 2 decades from now. I just heard. I don't know who was commenting. The NBA you look at in 3-year windows. You don't look at it in a 6-year window. You just don't.
And Jason asked me about the Heat. There's no evidence to think that this team will not get to the finals within the next 3 years, and there's no evidence to think that they don't have a great chance of winning a championship.
They don't have a shooter. Who's going to shoot?
Okay. You don't think that team can find a shooter? Give me a break.
I don't know.
Ouch.
Let me tell you something. They haven't been that good. Listen, y'all love Pat Riley and Spoelstra, and yeah, they've been great. They've been very good.
They haven't been that good. Besides the championship with Wade and then the other ones with LeBron and Bosh. Besides that, they haven't been that good. No,
How have they been the last decade? How have they been the last decade?
They went to the finals twice. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, one time.
One time twice? Is that what they did? They went to the finals.
I don't care about the Heat. All right, I'm done with the Heat. You gave us your Heat spiel. Okay, no, I'm done with the Heat. Why do you think this thing played out the way that it did? Because Giannis, there's been all this reporting, and I know our fans are not fans of Shams and of the national reporting.
Right.
That, by the way, if I may, he was correct. The New York Knicks last year, Giannis wanted to go to New York. That was reported. Everybody here went ballistic. And all of the stuff happened and the season played out. Is it just that Giannis never wanted to say, I want to be gone? Or why do you think this thing played out and got as messy and as blech as it has?
I think you're on to something, except let me ask you something, because we don't know the answer to this. And maybe Eric Name or somebody will put this out there from The Athletic, or they'll say it on Thanasis with Tony and Thanasis. Did ultimately Giannis finally say, Miami, please? Because why would Miami be the deal over Boston? I know we've just discussed this, but maybe finally the deal got done when it did, Tausch, because maybe he finally said to the Bucks, just Miami, please. Like, we're already at the draft. Like, Miami, please, here. Because nobody wants to be the bad guy, because I think they all recognize this was an awesome partnership. At some point today, I know you guys have, but I'm saying we all should, on ESPN Wisconsin, should preface every conversation with, let's acknowledge the last 13 years has been an awesome partnership.
Mm-hmm.
Let's acknowledge it.
There should be so much gratitude and thankfulness,
100%.
but there also can be irritation about how this ended.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it can be a thank you for everything, period, next sentence. I wish if I could have drawn it up, it would have gone this way.
I just
Okay,
wish,
both are
I
fine.
really wish there would have been a clear line of communication,
Just
because
honesty.
everybody knew now that last year was a disaster and it didn't need to be. It could have started the process, and I would bet with 2 years left on his deal, maybe that Miami offer would have been sweeter. Other teams would have been more intrigued. It could have been a bigger
Miami
haul
wouldn't.
back.
Tausch, this is why I was confused about the Miami thing. Miami's offer couldn't be sweeter. They gave them everything. And so that's why I'm still shocked. Like, it's not like Miami wouldn't have done this.
There could have been a
around the
third
network.
team. There would have been.
Oh, wait, you know what? You know what? I'm glad you said that. That's actually a very, very key point you just said. This trade cannot be formalized until July 6th. So there is a chance that more teams are added to this. My guesstimation is teams are going to be calling today for Tyler, for Khalil, for Miles Turner. The Bucks are going to be making outgoing calls for Kuzma. And there could be other deals between two teams that have nothing to do with this that get grouped into this. So as Bucks fans are kind of like doing their mock rosters, there can be other things that maybe play themselves out to get the Bucks additional players or additional assets. This is just like all right, we got this done by the draft. Now let's do the rest of it. Jason, I have one other question for you.
Yeah.
I heard you say something on Sunday during Sunday Karma that I don't understand. You said about Micah Parsons, he's not responsible for what Terrence says, his brother. And you said we're not responsible for what our siblings say. I disagree with you. If you're in the public eye, you are 100% responsible for what your siblings, parents, kids say. That's like your job. I'm sorry.
Really?
It's a one-voice policy. Yeah, you have to it has Tausch, I know your brothers listen to the show. They don't comment on the show, right? There's a big difference.
Oh, they comment on the show.
Well, to you don't comment publicly, right?
Not that I know of.
But you get what I'm saying. I think that Micah Parsons would have every right to say to his brother, "Turn off social media." You're
Right.
no longer
No. Wait a minute now. Like, he's responsible for reining him in. And that I don't disagree with. But, like, you can't prevent him from saying the things he said once he said them. Like,
but he can prevent him from being a public figure. He can say, "You're not the public figure in this family. I am." And I don't know. Does Micah pay? If Micah pays $1 for anything, he has every right to
he's
say,
an employee.
"I'm taking $1 back." I'm just saying. Micah Parsons' brother broke some pretty damn big news over the weekend that Micah's going to miss half the season, basically.
Now, Evan, he's setting the bar low. That's why if
It
Micah
doesn't matter.
disagrees.
He's commenting on
If
it.
Micah
Tausch.
disagrees, but it's June. Nobody cares. That's my point, and that's what I said yesterday.
What do you mean? Nobody cares. Everyone cares.
No, Evan, because it's June. Everybody's viewpoint changes, and if your boy Shine On Sports is right and we're going to be 0-2, all of a sudden that changes the dynamic about where Mike is at. So all of this is easy to say in May, June, and July. It's a lot more difficult when Mike is feeling great and there's a little pressure on and all this other stuff. The 9-month rule. This is exactly what your family should be doing, is looking out for your best interest. And if he is going to be a public voice, saying all of the things that would put the least amount of pressure on you as a player. And then if he comes back early, it's look at this guy, what he's willing to do. So none of that's why don't want to agree with Jason.
Thank you.
I don't know if I do necessarily, but that's why I think it's a nothing burger.
All right. We know you've got to go.
Where are you going?
Do you still play pickup ball?
No, he's washed.
No, I haven't played in a while.
Washed.
Good question.
Did you?
I would love
So
to.
high
Why?
behind.
Destroy you.
Destroy me in what?
Any
what?
sport.
Any
Tennis.
sport? All right, let's go golf. Let's go golf. I got a
I don't
hunch.
play golf.
You just said golf.
Football I'd play. I think I'd be better than football.
Wrestling?
You're too skinny.
Wrestling.
You're too skinny.
You want to wrestle? Let's wrestle.
You're too skinny. I think I
know
could beat you.
every
You're
time I
too
turn
skinny.
on your show, you're talking wrestling, so I'm pretty sure we could wrestle. That could be something.
Well, that's
Bowling,
a
who
different
wins?
kind of wrestling.
Ooh, bowling. Not a great bowler.
Okay. I just
You know what? We went 20 minutes without talking about Jesse. He had to bring himself back in there because he's a good bowler. Congratulations, Jesse.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
Round
sorry.
of Jesse
but
alert.
finding out that you've been traded from some guy when you're playing pickup ball at the local
Like, I
Y
make-
is amazing.
By the way, Evan, what a heroic
But
effort by you
isn't that
today. You
exactly
had
what I
a
just
day
told
off.
you?
A day off,
I
and you
didn't-
come on and work 2 hours. That was heroic on your show.
Oh, okay.
Kudos to
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
I would
know
never.
You don't get enough kudos. Yeah, Jesse would. Jesse does the exact opposite. He's scheduled and he doesn't show up.
I just wanted to get that in there because I do think it proves the point you made about his work ethic. I thought that was pretty
He's
damn
an
cool.
all-the-time guy. I love him. I love him. And by the way, you know what? He's going to be physically close to his sister, who she plays in Chicago, Gabriella Jaquez, who won a championship at UCLA. Great on Instagram. And she does the little Uzi Vert dances that are tremendous that I know Jason does as well. But yeah, Jaquez
There's
is
something
tough
fun about a
nuts.
silent J too. I just think that's fun too. I do.
And you get to call him Triple J, and one of the J's is silent, or two of the J's.
Yeah,
Because it's Jaime Jaquez Jr.
That's pretty
his
special.
His parents. Wait, it's calling now. Gotta go. Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay, that is Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike and noted Heat fan who is apparently going to doesn't play pickup ball anymore, but he's going to go up against Tausch in some sort of charity game. Can't wait for that. Wow, that was a ride.
We should be excited, but Evan can't believe that the Bucks took that trade offer.
Yeah, he did.
It's funny. Everybody's got an opinion on whether we fleeced, because the new word is fleece, and it's warm out. Fleeces are more for winter. The Bucks did not get fleeced.